My name is Christina Giacona, and I'm a classical music producer, and I also teach at the University of Oklahoma in the music department, and I teach music entrepreneurship and music business classes. Okay, my schedule is never the same, ever. Some days I'm literally walking into the office and I'm coming home, 12 hours later, and other days I don't necessarily have anything to do. But typical day starts with coffee, and then I always start planning my day with a to-do list, with outcome goals, regardless of how easy the day is or how busy the day is. Tuesday, Thursdays I teach my class, and then Monday, Wednesday, Friday I'm usually doing something creative for somebody else or for a project I'm working on myself. I've worked on a few albums that have been Grammy nominated, and one has actually won a Grammy. The spring semester is always super busy because in order to be have the project done, in order to be available to be voted on for the next year, it has to be done by August. So spring semester is super busy. Fall, generally speaking, is a little less frantic. I love working with students who want to make music their career. Music's usually their passion. Students listen to music that I would never even explore on my own. So they always are giving me new things to listen to, or they're giving me new artists to watch. And that's my favorite part is, what should I listen to? Who should I be listening, which video should I be watching? Which platform should I be watching them on? As a producer, I'm really taking somebody else's idea and I'm bringing it to life. I'm making it possible, making it something that can, happen. I really enjoy that process of figuring out how to do it. So sometimes somebody will come to me and I'm like, I want a full orchestral score. I want to take this video game piece and I want to turn it into a percussion ensemble. Whatever the thing is, I really enjoy trying to figure out how we're actually going to be able to do that to make sure it can actually sound good at the end. In order to be a producer, you really have to be a great musician. And so I actually have too many degrees in clarinet performance. Producing is getting the best take out of somebody. So you need to be able to vocalize how to do that, or you need to be able to demonstrate how to do that. So you gotta be a good musician in order to do it. I have way too many degrees. I do not recommend this unless you are a nerd like me. So music degrees, a bachelor's in music, so a BM, a MM, and a DMA, all in clarinet performance. And then I was really interested in learning more about the music that surrounds us, especially in Oklahoma, so I was very interested in Native American music. So I decided to get a master's degree in MA in cultural anthropology, and then decided to get a PhD in cultural anthropology and linguistics. Really why I decided to do that is I was craving knowledge, and a degree just opens you into thinking about something you might not otherwise do. So anthropology for me helped me inform why people made music. I was already learning, how to make music, but I wanted to know why people were invested in spending so much time in, in a particular genre or setting, and it really opened my eyes to learning more about music and how music relates to culture. Onyx Lane is an artistic planning and music production company. I am a co-owner with my partner Patrick Conlin. And so together really what we do is we record music, we mix music, we master music, or we help you come up with a path in order to complete all of those tasks. We often get brought into projects where they've completed some aspect of the project and they got stumped. So we help fix or get over that barrier in order to make their project come to life. But yeah, it's pretty much, if there's music involved and you want it recorded, that's what we do. So in 2020, my collaborator Patrick Conlin and I were asked to create music for an art installation, and the exhibit was essentially looking at how light and music interact. And we were originally writing music that would be experienced by seeing this technically, I think it's a meter, 1 cubic meter of light is a sculpture. And pandemic happened, and the sculpture went away, and they were like, can you create something that's longer, fuller, could, you know, potentially be viewed online, not just in a space with other people. And we actually decided to record a full album. It is a hybrid of classical music and electronic dance music. We have since recording this album performed it with Wind Symphony, chamber, a small chamber ensemble, and then we recently had a premiere with the Shoal Symphony for full orchestra. So if you're interested in music performance, I would highly recommend you studying, doing some research into studying what the college offers. So if you're interested in, say, classical music performance, the University of Oklahoma, the University of Central Oklahoma are very strong in those career paths. If you're interested in more popular styles of music, the University of Central Oklahoma has a program called ACM at UCO, and they study more contemporary styles of music, rock, country, EDM, folk. All right, if you're interested in musicology, really go to a school that specializes in the style of music you're interested in. So if you're interested in Native American music, the University of Oklahoma has so many resources. If you're interested in something that is of a different continent, I would double check to make sure that department has some connections for you to study abroad in those areas. I know the University of Oklahoma has connections in Italy. I think they have a department where you can study in Africa, I think in Mexico. Anthropology is such a fun field to study because really you could take it anywhere in the world. I think there are some really strong programs at the University of Indiana, the University of North Texas, the University of Texas at Austin. A lot of the California state schools have a lot of great programs as well. Ooh, if you want to be a music producer, I would say look at ACM at UCO. Also look at Berklee College of Music in Boston. Those are two of the best programs. ACM at UCO and Berklee, I think, are the two leading schools where you can study those things. A lot of programs, though, if you are interested in studying classical music and producing, I think there are a lot of schools that are starting to offer minors. So do look to see if that's something that you might be interested in doing. Making music is about being creative, and so you need to be in a space where you feel that you can be most creative. Sometimes for me that is in a place where there's lots of opportunities, and sometimes I actually just need to be secluded. So I'm from Los Angeles. I think if you are wanting to be in the film industry, or if you're wanting to do something where it's a production that involves a lot of people, you're gonna have to find an opportunity where they can hire you. If you're wanting to make an album, there is nothing stopping you from recording in your bedroom. Hopefully you have a laptop that you can take somewhere. Maybe your family has a cabin in the woods and you're inspired to write music there. What Oklahoma has that these other cities do not is people who want to help beginners find an opportunity for them to succeed. And Oklahoma, for me, it has been a dream. I want to record a weird ambient style album, and somebody's like, great, let's have the release party here. Or, I want a wind symphony to record my album. Dr. Shanti Simon at the University of Oklahoma is like, sure, can we do it next fall? I never had those kinds of, those opportunities, the willingness in larger cities, because everybody's trying to make money. Of course, you want to have a career and you want to be able to pay your bills, but at some point, the art is more important than it being a job. And hopefully you can find a place where you can do those things together. Oklahoma City and Tulsa both have really interesting areas where there's room to collaborate. So the Oklahoma City Philharmonic, Tulsa Philharmonic, many recording studios between the two cities. I've actually just had a lot of people come up to me and just being, in Oklahoma, just like, would you be willing to do this weird idea, this weird thing? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely, let's try it. If it doesn't work, it's okay.